So today, Caleb's coming over to do a spotting session, and this is a really important process where we kind of go over the entirety of the film. We talk about pacing, we talk about certain character beats, and where we want the music to really emphasize those moments and how we kind of want to shape the music, just to kind of feed Caleb's creative mind to make something brilliant.
So I do like the idea of cutting out, maybe even completely, out the phone alerts, because I definitely like everything here just empty.
That's black.
Okay.
And fade up into credits.
Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking, what am I imagining right now?
I don't know. That's why I'm so excited, Caleb.
I wouldn't say music is 50% of the film. I would say it's like 75% of the film. It just makes me realize that editing is incredibly important, but boy, the music, it makes me look good as an editor.
It was fun kind of blending what felt like modern horror film score ideas and some more classic, Alfred Hitchcock sounding things, trying to blend those two, the modern and the classic together, using modern synths, making noise with a cello, messing around, making noise, trying to create weird sounds that just sound off, which is easy because I don't play the cello. So it's a lot easier to make it sound weird and unsettling because I don't know what I'm doing. So it's like that. Some scratches. Oh, yeah, it's painful. Like bends, just kind of changing notes a little bit. This sound, I use this a lot of places. Use this one a lot. There's that like hopeful moment right after she ties the blindfold on. There's a little bit of movement, a little bit of hope. And so I pulled this. So it sounds terrible right now, but like in context, it worked. But then also trying to get some of that classic Hollywood, those strings that just set that scene of, okay, something's going on here. Something's weird, something's off. The film itself looks beautiful. It's, shot beautifully, lit beautifully. It all looks so great. But, under the surface, things aren't so great. So I tried capturing that with the music also, creating something that sounds, beautiful on the surface, but something's a little unsettling about it. Something isn't quite right. It was nice to be able to kind of blend those two worlds while leaning a little bit more in the direction of that classic Hollywood. And it's basically just a string quartet right there playing that. Just playing that little... The first two notes of the theme is sort of this like hopeless desperation.
I wrote the thing and shot the thing knowing that Caleb's score was going to be good. The opening shot, I did this on purpose. It is an overture shot. I wanted that long, slow buildup and just to let Caleb's music tell our story and like prefigure what's coming. And I knew he would do well. And then after we had our spotting session and like talked through all of the ideas, literally, I think the next day, maybe it was 2 days later, he sent a track. And it was just like, it was perfect. It was like better than I could have possibly hoped. And then it just kept getting better.
I am taping the sheet music together to make it easier for the live musicians. So this is the glamorous part of the job that, the Hollywood elite don't want to tell you about. Last piece of tape. Now all we gotta do is actually record it.
I've had my music recorded other times for other people's projects, but this was my first time. I wrote the music and got to record it and conduct it live. It was just a dream come true to be able to be there on the soundstage recording, to hear the musicians play everything, to see their reaction to it, to see them enjoying themselves playing it. Yeah, coming up with this and hearing these musicians playing it is just
Yeah, it blows me away.
After they played that big cue that comes in the second half of the end credits, like they play that big part, the first time they played it, the fact that everybody was laughing, like they quit, and I could hear in the booth, they're all just like, whoa, that was so cool.
Yeah. I love that. That made me so happy.
And I turned to the like coordinator guy, and I'm like, is that normal? Like, are they just being nice? He's like, no, that's not normal. I'm like, you fucking knew it. I freaking knew it. Getting the score into the film has taken it from being a really nicely shot performance art piece to a very scary and deeply emotionally affecting piece. It is hard to describe how I am feeling right now. Cloud 9, Cloud 10, I feel great. I can't describe this feeling. It's that feeling. I've never had it before.
I think if there's one thing that this film's going to be recognized for, it's honestly going to be the soundtrack. It is unbelievable. We are so lucky to have someone with such musical talent to work on something like this. And if you can watch it in a movie theater, do it, because it's unbelievable.
It's exciting. It's really fun, and I'm really excited to get it back into my computer to play with it and mix it and get it all sounding just perfect.
So we have finished recording the score. Caleb still has to do his mix of the score to make sure that all the levels are fitting and it sounds exactly the way he wants. I still have 31 visual effects shots to do. Sound design, sound mix, and color grade. Almost done. It's getting more exciting every day. We're this close to being finished, and just that last little bit of polish is really gonna... I'm so excited to show people. I just can't wait to show people and have them be themselves.